Hey, hello humans, Cubic here, chilling again in the pit of hell because Muerte has blessed us with a new gift. The gift of dying. And going to hell, apparently. I thought I was a decent enough person to not go to hell, but hey, it's real and I'm here. So, hey, if you get to go to hell, you'll at least see me here. Maybe we can do some group reviews and check out some more satanic Riddim, like today.
Cubic.
Okay, it was really hard to get this into hell. I had to pull a lot of strings, but hey, I brought my setup, at least part of it, into hell. So fucking stoked to be here. We are going over The Gift of Dying by Muerte. Muerte in the past year has become one of my favorite dubstep artists in existence at the moment, mainly because of his last showcase mix called The Sounds of Death Volume 3. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. One of the most insane fucking showcase mixes I've heard in the past couple years. And that dude is just on another level with sound design, mix downs, and world building and creativity. I mean, probably one of the artists that's most close to the sudden death sort of quality and style of like building these like immersive dark evil worlds. And I think Muerte obviously has been inspired by sudden death in the past, but has found his own sort of sound and style within that inspiration. And man, I've just been so here for it. So excited to see Muerte on Disciple Roundtable with a brand new EP, The Gift of Dying. I'm sure I've heard at least a couple of these songs because of how many times I've listened to that showcase mix. But nonetheless, we're here to review this shit. So yeah, let's get into it. Starting things off, we got Blackbelly. Have no idea what that means or what that references, but I'm ready for some Blackbelly. My belly is tannish, not black. I don't know why that matters, but now you know. Okay. Got some almost like a future bass sort of intro chord, but it's like dark. Okay, this is honestly one of the most melodic intros I've ever heard from Muerte. It's usually just dark ambience and then like words and phrases. All right, we got that Riddim frequency bending build. Oh shit. Oh, I love this song. This kind of reminds me of Laughing Track by Sudden Death a bit. It's just playing with vocal samples in a really heavy and fun way. Oh yeah, this chair's getting in the way. I was like, oh, I'll be sitting down for a good chunk of this review. Nah, I forget. It's so fucking heavy. Muerte. Oh! The double fake out! I'm literally drooling. What the fuck? I love this quarter note switch up. It's just way more flow, less like rhythm flexing. Very sick, very sick. I do wish the intro kind of played around with that vocal a little bit more, kind of teasing it a little bit more, because it just kind of comes out of nowhere. But it's still a really fun drop. It just, the drops feel a little more kind of jokey than the intros. This part's beautiful though. Damn. It's like low-key, like analog synthwave lead, like lead solo shit.
Check the flow. Let's go.
Oh, I love that new, like, higher pitch bit. It's like a call and response. Woo! This is how that makes me want to dance. Okay, I think I like this drop more than the first two because it kind of combines the flow, more simplistic drop with these fun rhythmic. I feel like this should drop into house or something. It has a house flow for a second. I was hoping it wouldn't be completely the same, but I do like how more condensed the second drop is. Instead of like a full build before getting into that part, it just kind of instantly transitions. It's like the way this track is arranged, it's like you can choose 3 different points to enter. It's like if you only like the first drop, you drop the first drop, build into a new drop. You only like the second drop, you just build into the second drop, then break down into a new song. Or if you like both of those drops, you just play the third drop and you get an even sicker drop before you get that like dope second drop sort of quarter note flow. DJs out there will understand what the fuck I'm talking about. If you're not a DJ, you're probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? All right, so I'm a little bit in trouble because I did not bring any water down to hell with me. And whew, it is fucking hot down here. So, thanks for this great gift of dying, Muerte. I don't get the gift part of it yet, but hey, I'm sure we're gonna get there. All right, so next we've got Cobjaw. Now I'm starting to wonder, are these like characters in like old horror stories or something? Cobjaw. What I picture is just like some like Texas Chainsaw Massacre type shit. The dude who has corn cobs, old bloody corn cobs or something incorporated with his jaw. I don't know, Blackbelly, Cobjaw. These names are definitely interesting. Ooh, I'm loving all these more melodic intros. Not used to them as much lately from Muerte. So, definitely sets a vibe. I also managed to get my vape down to hell, so that's lit. This is very calm. I'm interested to see how he makes it heavy. Oh, that worked pretty well, actually. I'm loving all the kind of synthwave influence here. Or retro wave, or... What's the one where it's like dystopian? Little LFO. Oh, shit. Oh! That violin, like, call and response stab. Boom, boom. Oh! The modulation of, I'm assuming it's just a flanger or delay. It's just a really nice, like, tonal modulation. Oh! The call and response. Oh, the beeps. Oh, we get this part again. Oh man, really well done with the arrangement and call and response. It's so simple and quick, with like the violin, boom, boom, and then those random beeps that would come in, the flip. It just like re-injects the energy, grabs your attention, and signifies the next phrase. Got another fast build. Oh! Ooh, I love that like fill. Melodic break for a second. All these fills are really fun and satisfying. Little boom, boom, ba-da-da-dum. And they're all so like full and kind of just like fit dynamically perfect with all the rest of the sounds. Like, I mean, I just noticed sometimes in other songs, like even my own, the fills feel like thinner and less effort put into them than all the like intricate sound design basses. But all the fills in this also feel like they were like intricately sound designed, at least to the same extent as the other basses. I don't know, maybe it's just me noticing that, but it just stood out to me. All right, third drop. Okay, kind of the same thing so far. I don't mind hearing it again though. God, it's so stompy. I just realized that background bass of just boom, boom, boom. And it just makes it so just boom, boom. That was definitely one of my favorite songs, I think, so far. I mean, this is the second song, so it doesn't mean much. But I just really enjoyed the sound design, the kind of melodies, more provided by those violin stabs and that flanger delay that's causing that sort of modulation to happen, where it feels like a riser almost. So, I don't know. Love the call and response, love the sound design, love the groove, love the stompiness. I mean, this song is a perfect representation of what I love about Muerte. Although, final drop, I don't want to say it got stale. It was just the same thing, and it's long. This one isn't quite the same arrangement as the last one, because the third drop isn't really anything different. So you get two drops, and then a third that's the same. But honestly, the amount of creativity that goes into each drop that Muerte does, I know if it was me, I'd find it hard to figure out what to do for a third drop after making those first two drops. So I don't blame him. Now again, I do wish that someone in this fucking hellscape could bring me some water. That would be nice, but I guess it is hell, so you're supposed to perish. The gift of dying. Anyways, next we've got Doppler Riddim. So I also don't know what to expect with that. A Doppler is like a type of like detecting weather sort of system, right? Doppler radar. Doesn't it detect like hurricanes and shit? So I'm assuming this is gonna be bleepy bloopy. Let's get into it. All right, we got a more ambient intro so far. Does have some sort of, I guess, windy texture. I don't know if that's intentional for the Doppler or it's just kind of, you know, sounds of death in the background. This could be good tornado chasing ambiance. Unless Doppler is not referencing a Doppler radar or whatever I'm thinking of, and so it's just like I'm making random assumptions and comparisons. This build doesn't build too much tension, to be honest. This kind of comes out of nowhere. This one's really slow and stompy. I like the sound design, but I'm just not. Okay, never mind. Oh, that growl. Okay. Huh. The intro, I don't know. It's like so ambient. It feels like it belongs to a different track almost in terms of like, it's more like this vibe. It feels like it should be more just like an ambient sort of trancey interlude or something. Because the drop kind of comes out of nowhere. And at first it's a little bit of a slow burn. But that second half, where it's just like, I do really appreciate these midsections though, where he just kind of builds a vibe, gets really into like the leads and adding more textures. It is really pleasant. But in this song specifically, it's quite the dynamic range. I hope this build builds more tension, but I don't think it's going to. Like, at least enough tension for the drop. Ooh, I like the sound design. Has a really nice texture, layered. Oh, you know what it is actually? It's the hi-hat. God, I can't get enough of this drop. God, that is just so evil. And I love how it's slightly melodic as well. That's the other thing I really appreciate about Muerte, is not only are his flows really unique and fun, the sounds have that sort of tear out style heaviness, but they're a lot more tonal. They're like both really clean and minimal, but also have a lot of depth in terms of the texture of the actual sounds. And at least like in this drop specifically, the texture also comes a lot from the hi-hats. Hi-hats, because these ones were kind of like different. They sounded like they were like really pitched up, and they had these like crunchy artifacts that on their own would probably sound like shit, but layered with these drums and the basses, added a nice crunchy texture to every hit. But I don't know how I feel about that. I love the second half of each of those drops, but the intro and midsection are nice on their own, but I don't think they really did the drops any justice. They didn't get me hyped into the first half of the drop. So it's like, that's why it feels like a slow burn partially, because the first half of the drop, I'm like getting used to the energy, and then the second part drops and I'm like, damn! But like, we didn't get that energy built into the first drop to get us super hyped for the first drop. He tries to do that with the pre-drop, and I'm sure that works to some extent, especially live, but just personally, it didn't get me like fucking ready to like smash my skull into the ground, you know, and give my soul to Satan. Okay. This next track is called Circus, Spittle. These are all really starting to feel, I'm starting to get the vibe. It's like Scary Carnival, Blackbelly, Cobjaw, Circus, Spittle. I wonder if Blackbelly and Cobjaw are kind of like old school when circuses used to be more of a big thing and we had like the World Fair or whatever it was called, and they'd have like oh, the woman with the beard and shit like that. I wonder if those are like names of performers and shit. Who knows? Muerte, if you watch this, I would love to know the inspiration behind these titles because they're interesting. But yeah, Circus Spittle. I love that name. All right, this is the first intro with like full-on drums. It sounds like the kick and the clap have like some convolution reverb that has like, oh shit, that was some Circus Spittle on my hand right there. But it sounds like they have like a convolution reverb using a hat impulse. Ooh, I have not heard this. Ooh, that delay is just so, every time you give it space, it's like got that cool syncopation and swing to it. Oh, the stump! Okay, this is probably my favorite. Oh, I don't even know how to dance to this. Oh, I love when the heavy part comes in. It's just a that is mean. And I think the intro and this bridge especially work a lot well because they have the drums, but the drums are processed really interestingly. Ooh, the counter melody. Bah, bah. Fucking sick. When it drops, this makes you go, and your glasses fall off. Okay, this is definitely the gift of dying. If this is what dying feels like, I am so down. Kill me now. Oh, I don't even care if this drops the same at all. Such an interesting groove. Oh, I just realized he has, so he has a second kick. It's like a softer kick going on the offbeat, helping create the swing. So yeah, there's the delay, but then he has like the main kick and snare or clap, but then he has a boom ba, boom ba, boom ba, and this one is like a smaller, less impactful kick. And in the background, it almost felt like it was just another sub, but no, very creative. I fuck with that. That's my favorite so far, Circus Spittle, both my favorite title and my favorite track. That was something different from Muerte. I love when Muerte experiments beyond his like, what's become sort of his normal style. Whew, that song made my camera die. Luckily, I was pretty much finished talking. All right, so we have one final song, sadly. That kind of went by fast. Patron saint. Muerte is my patron saint. If I was religious, I would pray to the almighty gods of Muerte and Void. Give me your power, your crazy blood death power shit. What am I talking about? Patron saint. Loving all these more analog feeling intros. Honestly, kind of, again, sounds like it might be inspiration from Sudden Death, but still in his own way. But Sudden Death also uses a lot of that, like, analog, old school sounding synths. I love these melodies too. Like, Muerte's low-key a really good songwriter. You've heard it in previous songs, but like you have this main melody on like the left, and then you have that like crazy arp on the right, and it works so well together. Oh, much better tension building too. Oh, the same. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, so much happening. I love how he left the top layer of the lead in there. And he's using this like, that little lead you heard in that fill. He's like creating crazy syncopation between each hit. So he's like doing like, with that little like plucky thing. And it helps create so much of that groove. I'm gonna sit down, fuck. I love how it can be so hard and then so just soft and melodic at the same time. All right, here we go. Time to get rid of the fucking chair. Love this new melody, just boom, 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 boom. So much tension. Everything's so, there's so much going on, but it's all mixed so well. What the fuck? All these glitches. Oh, that snare too. I don't know if that was still just the clap being layered with a wonky sounding bass or not, or he changed the full on clap. That was another good one. Patron Saint. I'm gonna have to say my favorites would be Circus Spider, Cobjaw, then Blackbelly, then Patron Saint, then Doppler Riddim. But I loved all of them. Fucking fucking Muerte, man. Definitely go check out Sounds of Death Volume 3 if you want more crazy shit like this. Dude's cracked. Muerte's playing at Forbidden Kingdom and some new like giant Quebec bass festival. So yeah, Muerte's getting out there. Spread the word about Muerte. Still insanely underrated. It's ridiculous. So hopefully this video helps raise more awareness about the gift of death and how pleasing and amazing death can be for your ear, mind, and body, as well as destroying your fucking neck. But hey, I won't be 30 for a couple more years, so I don't need to worry about that shit until then, right? But hey, before I go, I just want to give a quick shout out to Ascendium and X2H, my first two patrons on my new Patreon channel, which by the way, if you want to watch the extended cut of this, that depends though if this review gets blocked for copyright or not, but if it does get blocked for copyright, then the extended cut on Patreon. Go check out my Patreon, as well as I got production tutorials, dub plates, sample packs, all sorts of other goodies. Just go check it out. But yeah, huge thanks to X2H and Ascendium for supporting me. It really fucking means a lot. You guys have no idea. So yeah, just wanted to make sure I get that in before I sign out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Definitely go stream this. Don't just watch my review and then never listen to the music again if you liked it. Definitely go stream it, support the artist, and I'll see you later for another review, humans. Have a great one.